What's going on? Once again, this is Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel. Let's talk some Tennessee basketball, portal, a little recruiting, a couple names that have come across today. There wasn't much out there this weekend. I mean, you get a little bit of names here and there. I mean, there's some that's been mentioned. There's not really been much to them. And then, things had really died down. I mean, you had the big week of where Tennessee was in it for Rodney Rice, Elijah Freeman, Nate Ament. And, of course, Tennessee gets Ament in the fold. Rice goes to USC. Elijah Freeman goes to Auburn. And I know people were upset over not getting Rice, but supposedly the money was pretty high. They got up there. And, I guess it's easy to sit here and say it, but I think it goes with kind of like football right now with this spring portal. And people's wondering, well, why is Tennessee not getting guys? And I saw Austin Price of allquest.com. He said some of the money these dudes, because really in this window, you're getting backups. Some of the money is pretty wild that's out there from what he said. Same thing with basketball, too. I mean, how does Tennessee view a guy versus somebody else? I mean, if USC is paying over $3 million for Rodney Rice, maybe Tennessee said we can find other options here. So that brings me to the names that are run across today. I mean, Grant Ramey of VolQuest.com that posted that Tennessee is scheduled to host Amari Abram. So he played last year at Louisiana Tech, but he started out at Ole Miss. It's when Kermit Davis was the coach. Once Kermit Davis was fired, Abram transferred to Georgia Tech. Now, I don't know what happened in that year at Georgia Tech. He only played 10 games, 3.4 points. So he hit the portal after that. Played at Louisiana Tech this year, averaged just over 12 points per game, 37% three-point shooter, right at 85% free throws. He's listed on ESPN.com 6'4", 195. So 12.3 points, 4.4 boards, 1.7 assists, and 42.2% from just the field in general. Now, looking at along the way, I mean, he had some 20-point games. I mean, he was obviously been a 12-point scorer. He was in double digits most games. Now, will he be brought in if Tennessee's able to get him? Is he coming in to be the starter? Is he coming in to be a bench guy? Because I still, based on what I'm thinking on this, they can still add a few more guys. And there's one that's popped up here. And I don't really know where it's come from because I can't find anything from any of your mods saying it. I did see a thread on 24/7, but I don't have access to it where it was addressed. But evidently a name has made it. I don't know if it's where it's come from. There may be an insider's talked about it, but I'll talk a minute. And I'm going to show you the highlights. You got to check these out because I don't know how far this guy is in the game. I see he's not really been evaluated by like 24/7 and On 3, but he's another French prospect. But I'm going to talk about that one in a minute. But Amari Abrams, one I want to focus on. He's left-handed as well. If you go back and look at some of his highlights when he was at Ole Miss, and then this year gets Louisiana Tech, looks like a pretty good player. Guy who will shoot, guy who's not afraid to take it to the rim as well. And he's a guy who could possibly come in and fit what Rick Barnes is looking for. Now you think of what they are right now. And I've seen people, complaining about the portal. You've added Gillespie, you've added Jalen Carey, you added Nate Ament, and I still will sit here and maintain and tell you this right now. Give me the one Nate Ament over the combo of Rodney Rice and Elijah Freeman. Because I still have questions. Will Freeman translate to the SEC from Lincoln Memorial? That's a major, major step up. And I know the highlights look good and all, but it's not SEC competition that it's against either. Can that translate with it? Rice, I mean, that would have been good, but at the same time, you got to, some of these guys aren't going to make that money in the pro. I mean, you look, for example, with the NFL draft this week, I'm not even sure where the guy went, Quinn Ewers for Texas. And it was rumored he could have made a killing in NIL money, and he elected to go to the draft, and he gave up a lot of money. I'm sure he's already made pretty good money too. But right now, it's kind of funny that guys can make more money in college. Some guys can make more money in college than they can in the pros. That's a pretty wild world to me, especially when you think of guys are getting their school paid for. They're basically have to pay for nothing, and it is what it is out here. It is the day and age that we're in. But you look at it from Tennessee basketball's perspective. I'm looking at it. Returners: Felix Akpara, J.P. Estrella, Cade Phillips, Bishop Boswell. Returners. Then you add Evans, Brown, Henderson. That's 7. And then you add Ament, you add Carey, you add Gillespie there as well. So you got 10 guys right there, more or less. And I'm seeing this talk about Jordan Gainey again, getting that 5th year. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing it because and I know there's guys like Darling Stone Dubar entered the portal. He has no eligibility left. So I'm not really sure the reason why. And there's been numerous guys enter the portal around the country who are out of eligibility. So I just don't see this happening. It based on everything I've read on it, I don't see where it, even if this 5th year gets passed, it's not going to be retroactive. I'm just not seeing it. And, I know there's people saying, well, there'll be lawsuits out there and stuff if they do. Here's the thing. These guys are out of eligibility. Something that gets passed later on doesn't change that. So again, I've seen the Jordan Gainey talk creeping up again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have him back, but I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. And you will get your hopes up. Who am I to tell you not to? I'm not even going to give it any thought, to be honest with you. So we're looking at Amari Evans. Now the other dude I'm talking about here, and again, I run across this on VolQuest, and I've not even seen, because there was Rob Lewis of VolQuest.com had said, I think it was last week, he wouldn't be surprised to see Tennessee go the international route. A guy that, again, I don't know where the name has come from, but it's developed a lot of chatter, and you got to check out these highlights. I couldn't find anything that had the actual pronunciation of his name on it, but the way it looks to me like it's spelled is Clarence Masamba, Massamba on that. And if I'm wrong, I do apologize on that. You guys know I have butchered names before, but that's a pet peeve of mine when I do it. I hate when I do it, but got to check these highlights out. Let me find the share, because if they can get this guy again, he plays in the French league. He plays looks like for AS Monaco. Now I can't tell if it's their main league or if it's an under 21. He's played some high school ball. It looks like in Florida at a school called the Rock. Some of you may know more about that than I am. I'm not there. There's so many of these high school programs now that I can't keep up with it anymore. Your prep schools and stuff like that. Not necessarily prep, but your academies. Just these college prep, more or less schools. But let me pull this up here. So this dude's highlights. I mean, if Tennessee can get him, even if he is a bit of a project, you got to check these out here. So here you go. Clarence Masamba. Look here. He bombs this one out. Bang. Now look here. This dude has got some major athleticism as well. All right. That was him passing. That wasn't him finishing right there. This is him. Here, pull up jumper. Nice. Here he comes again. Pretty nice looking shot. Not bad. So he's listed as 6'6". And we've seen over the last few years, really the French prospects have really started to get better and better along the way. I mean, you got Wembayana was number 1 pick in the NBA a couple years ago. The guy for, I can't remember the name, last year for the Hawks, what is the last 2 drafts? It's been French prospects, number 1. Of course, we had some pretty good luck with Yves Pons when he was at Tennessee. And Again, just this guy, number 4 here, not afraid to drive. Not he can pull up and shoot it as well. But there was one highlight reel. If you get a chance and just pull up on YouTube and put the name in, it's just dunks. I mean, and the dude has got major athleticism here as well. If Barnes and company could get this dude, again, I don't know how ready he would be to play in the SEC, but I mean, at the same time, if he's playing in one of the top French leagues, I got to think that's pretty good, especially with the way they're producing talent now from France. I would, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I would say outside of the United States at this point, I'm thinking France is probably producing the most talent besides here in the U.S. And again, it could be wrong on that, but I know that's who the United States beat for the gold medal in the Olympics last summer. And like I said, just with the amount of prospects that are starting to go to the NBA for there as well, may not be a bad market to tap into. And again, we had some luck with Eves Pons there as well. So we'll see. Again, that's one it's a name. It's a name. And I know people's been asking names out here. These are the 2 I have right now. Again, Abram, Grant Ramey put out an article that Abram, he is scheduled to visit. It's got to be soon. Let me find when that was again. Monday. He'll be on a Monday visit tomorrow. Doesn't say anything right now if Abram has taken any more visits. And then I would think there will be more names that'll come up here as well. There's still a lot of players in the portal. There's still good players in the portal. So, again, based on my thoughts on this, it seems to me like Tennessee could still have up to 5 spots available. I don't see them filling 15 spots. Now, if they were, I would think it would be more guys to try to develop down the line. But again, you've got Akpara, you've got Estrella, you've got Phillips, and you've got Boswell coming back. I expect all 4 of those guys to make an improvement as well. And there was an article earlier this week about Cade Phillips, and apparently his game is not just post and hanging out down there. There is some talk of him playing the 3 some next year. Thing of it with that is, I think Nate Amintz will get all the minutes he can get next year. Barnes went all in on this one. He's not bringing him in to set him out. I can tell you that. But I think you still, I mean, if you get Abram, that'd be a shooter. If this Masamba dude, if this is all the real deal and you can get him in, man, what a talent, just a shooter, an athlete. If you could get him in and develop him, you might have yourself a player right there. And then, again, there's more. There will be more names because the portal's not closed. Or, I mean, it's closed for entering. But as long as you're in right now, then we're good on that. There will be more as the week goes along. I'll try to keep you updated on that one. That's the 2 names for now. And we'll see what else we hear along the way. Hopefully with this one, Tennessee likes him. It's a match. They can get this one done. And whether this dude's a shooter, talk about Abram, whether he's the number 1 shooting guard or whether he's a bench guy, doesn't matter. It's you need more players right now. You need more shooting. So we'll roll with that one. Appreciate your support. Make sure you hit the like. If you know anybody that has not found the channel, share it out to them. Let them check it out, see what they think. And if you have not subscribed, it is free. It is free out there. It gets you the latest notifications, especially with portal stuff going on right now. And hopefully can continue to try to amp back up the baseball coverage right now. Kind of the reason for it being down, I'm in, and every weekend I'm in Asheville through the week. I'm in South Carolina. So it's a little more difficult to kind of record on the weekends. So that's why I've kind of been waiting till Sunday. But here eventually, I'll start amping it back up here a little bit as well. And then, anything, try to put some ball portal stuff out tomorrow. And hopefully there'll be some more basketball news out there as well. Maybe some more Lady Vols news also. But this is Frank, House of Orange. Make sure you check out the link in the description, the channel memberships, the channel Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can go to greatly help the channel. Or if you just want to say thanks, bottom right-hand corner, super thanks. They are greatly appreciated. Have a great rest of your evening. Frank, House of Orange, last but not least, go Vols.